Good day, good people. Welcome to JJ Tech Tutoring. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys financial models. So I'm gonna solve one of the financial models that is called payback period, right? So payback period time is the time taken to recover the initial investment from cash flows, right? So it is actually measured in years and helps to determine how quickly an investment becomes profitable, right? So the reason why we actually use this is because it's very simple to calculate and it helps us to identify how fast an investment recovers its cost, right? So there is a formula that we use to actually calculate this. Now, payback period is equals to investment divided by annual cash savings, right? Now, this is maths, and in most cases we use this method to compare the type of projects or the type of investments that we want to make, right? So you find that there is a certain project that probably in your exams it can be maybe named project B, or maybe the University of Johannesburg project, or maybe the University of Pretoria project, right? So now we have to compare the two, that which project is it going to be easy for it to reach break-even point, right? So the whole idea here is to make sure that we know which one is it going to reach the break-even point fast, right? Now I'm going to do you an example, right? I'm going to do an example comparing two projects, comparing two institutions, comparing two companies, right? Now the example can be let me just use box, right? Example can be project A revenue, then here we're gonna say A outlays, right? So the investment here is 500, so we can say the investment is 500,000. The investment is 500,000 in year 0 initial, then we can say year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and maybe year 5, right? Now 50,000. I'm just still creating the equation, then from there I'm gonna tell you how we actually approach this kind of equation, right? This is our first project, right? Now maybe project B, I'm gonna create it as well, or let me just write it, project B revenue, and then we have B outlay, project B outlay, right? Now these are the same things, right? So we're using the same years for both projects, right? But you're comparing this project and this project, right? So now this is the first one, so the investments are the same, right? Then you can say $75,000, and then 100,000, then 150,000, and then 150,000, and 900,000, right? Now this is how you approach this kind of equation. First thing first, you have to know that the initial investment is in negative because already it's invested. You are no longer having this money. You are saying, I am risking this money, I'm investing this money. I want to know what time is it going to reach break-even point. I want to understand how long is it gonna take for me to get my profit, right? Now, so that means this is negative, right? So what you only have to do here, just take your calculator. This is practically in accounting, right? So you take your calculator, don't forget to switch it on. If it's on, then negative 500,000, right, plus year 1, it's 50,000, right? Then you get negative 450,000, then negative 450,000. Then you have to add the following number of the following year. So 150,000, then it's negative 300,000. Then you also have to add, in fact, the break-even point is the point whereby this number starts becoming positive, right? That is easy. Plus 350,000. Then it's 500. It's 50,000. This is 50,000. Then we can just continue, but then this is our break-even point, right? So that means we're going to calculate our payback period using these years and these outlay and our revenue, right? Now 50,000 plus 600,000 is 650,000, and then plus 500,000, and that means it's right. Now we just have to make sure that we are using our break-even point. So this is our break-even point. Now we're going to use it in this formula. So our payback period is equals to the year. So it's 3 minus 50,000 divided by 350,000, right? 50,000 divided by 350,000. So what is our payback period? 3 minus 50,000 divided by 350,000. So 2.857 years, right? So that means it's practically 3 years, right? If then we round this, but then mathematically, this is how long it's gonna take for us to get our profit, right? Now, don't forget that the question wanted us to compare between this project and this one. Which one are we going to take? Which one is it going to be fast for it to reach break-even point, or to give us which one is it having a lesser period, right? Now, let us go to this one. We're going to work on this project. This is actually project B, right? Now, this is an investment, and investment, you know, it's negative, right? Now, negative 500,000 plus 75,000, then we're gonna get negative 425,000. Then negative 425,000 plus 100,000 is equals to negative 325,000. Then negative 325,000 plus 150,000, then you're gonna get negative 175,000. Then negative 175,000 plus 150,000, then you get minus 25,000, right? Then minus 25,000 plus 900,000, then you get 875,000, right? Then automatically, for as much as it didn't reach its break-even point anywhere closer to anywhere in between the years, it actually we actually got our positive at the end in our year 5. Then automatically we can see that the actual project that we're going to take here, it's going to be project A, because this one is going to take too long, as it did practically when we are solving. Now let us prove that these years are going to be too much, because as I said, break-even point, it's where these numbers start being positive, right? Now payback period is equals to, now 5 minus 875,000 divided by 900,000. Then that becomes, so it's 5 minus 875,000 divided by 900,000. Then the answer is 4.028 years, right? So it's going to take too long for us to get our profit. So automatically, then you have to know that you are going to pick project A. That means you're going to say project selection, how I'm going to choose the project. I'm going to choose project A because it is having a lesser year. So it's going to be quick. So it's going to be quick for you to actually get the profit, right? It's going to be quick for you to actually get the profit. So the reason why then we have to choose project A, right? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So I'm going to also carry on in teaching you guys financial models. So I'm going to do the likes of net present value, the likes of discounted payback method, the likes of IRR, which is internal rate of return, right? They are all going to be working or in choosing the project. It is all about choosing the project, right? So there are many ways to calculate choosing these projects. There are many ways to use values to select the project, right? Or the best project that you feel like you can invest in. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.